Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday, guys. Just working on a computer repair job for someone at work. Yeah, just the usual stuff. Just making some lunch as well, which is probably about to be done. But here we've got the old fermentation fridge, and might as well check what temperature it is while we're in here. Sitting about 20 degrees, that's alright. Fridge just turned on. So this is my wash, and as we can see in here, fermentation is still going. That is because it almost stopped at about I think it was just over 16 degrees. Not degrees, 16% alcohol by volume, and the problem with that is I wanted it to hit 20, you know. So I was forced to do some calculations and add some more sugar in there. So I did. I added about 2 kilos more of dextrose, and apparently that should boost me from 16 point something up to about 20%. So that's cool. So just letting that go for its second fermentation, I suppose you could say. Oh yeah, not to mention I've released part 1 of the non-distilled spirits. So that video's out now. I'll put a link at the end of this Homebrew Wednesday. And yeah, I'd say check it out, see how I'm doing it. Seems to be a bit of a fad on YouTube at the moment, people making these sort of low alcohol spirits and liqueurs. So yeah, why not give it a go, you know. So I've got all my flavours organised. I think I told you that last week actually. So yeah, as soon as that finishes fermenting, I'll have to figure out what the next step is. I mean, I've got all the clearing agents and stuff, so I'll probably end up doing that. And yeah, I don't know, then we'll go from there. So might just give it another week in there, something like that, just to make sure it really ferments out before I kill off the yeast and do any clearing, that sort of stuff. So yeah, not much else going on the brewing front. That's about it, I'd say. What is coming up though? Don't know really. After this, might just have to go and brew just a pale ale or something like that. Mind you, I've got all that grain. Got a big 25 kg sack of Marisota, so I should probably have a go at doing a partial mash, or maybe a small all grain, or I could borrow some gear and do a full all grain. I don't know, see what happens. But I am half planning to get some of that grain milled by Bill, my mate here, and then at least, you know, I've got it ready to use, so that's kind of a push in the right direction. Wouldn't mind doing a partial or an all grain, just a small batch, or maybe a 25 litre of my black IPA again. Everybody who's had it, they've all found it was really good, and yeah, I'm certainly pretty pleased with it. I mean, that's the one that I won those awards with, so yeah, it's a promising recipe, I suppose, and I wouldn't mind developing the recipe a bit further, whether it's by a partial mash or an all grain, instead of just extract with steeped grains. So yeah, I'll investigate that. That'll probably be coming up. It's kind of a no-brainer for me to just give that a go. I guess, really, thinking about it, that's probably my first recipe that I've found to work really well. Everyone likes it, sort of thing, and sort of the first recipe that I want to develop, I guess. Everything else I've made's been sort of like, yeah, it's alright, I'll drink it, sort of thing. but it's just, yeah, I don't know, it's quite tricky. I mean, there's so many people out there who sort of swear by this recipe that they always brew, and you sort of taste it and you're like, oh yeah, it's pretty good actually, and you sort of think, man, how did they come to make that recipe and develop it further? So I guess that's just what I have to do now, is just sort of you know, find my signature recipe, I suppose you could say, and just develop it, make it awesome. And I think I could probably do that with the black IPA. It's certainly quite a yummy style of beer, you know, so might as well do that one. Also, I am quite keen to get my hands on some more light liquid malt extract, because as you may or may not know, I recently brewed a beer to hand off for Christmas to some people, called Sweet Natalie version 2, and I guess in a way that's kind of a development on a beer that I've made. But the reason why I brewed that one really was because it was requested. The first version was just kit, kilo, hops, and version 2 was instead of the kit and kilo, it was light liquid malt extract and kilo. So it was a bit more configurable, and it's a nice light hoppy sort of beer. So yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, anyway, going on a tangent there. But yeah, from that example anyway, that, you know, that's how I'd like to sort of maybe explore just the light liquid malt extract a bit more, because it seems like a really easy way to just chuck a brew down without, you know, mashing some base malts and grains and things. So I don't know, might play around with that a bit more, and could certainly use that for grain steeping to figure out different grains, and that's something else I'm quite keen on checking out as well. Whether or not I'll have time for it, we'll see. So yeah, but anyway, that's me for now. So cheers out, have a good one, and yeah, we'll catch you next week. Looking forward to everyone else's videos. Cheers.